Hey guys, back with you here again on the 69 Chevy truck. Going to finish up the radio install that we've been working on, basically wired up. So let's take a look at it right here and we'll see. All right, back in the truck, we're going to take the panel out that we've made. We're going to finish screwing everything together, bolting it up, wiring it up. I've got my power wires here. I got ends on them. I've got my speaker wire run with ends on them. Speaker wire here with ends on them. I've got my heater duct plumbed into there, which was going to be a problem, I thought, but it's okay. So what we're going to do is run, I had to put some ends on the speaker wire, and I had to run the speaker wire into where I'm going to put that console by the shifter. This really didn't have to come out other than just to show you what I've got. So I'm going to run that back in there. Okay. I've got to pull this out. I'm going to use one of these front speakers to the new, I got a new front speaker we put in there. So let's push this in. I hope this is a final time. So I've got the face of it up right. This bottom piece is where the hinge to the glove box door will go. So I'm going to take this one back out for the time being. Now I'm going to get underneath the dash here and I got to run me a, well, I've already run me a ground wire, but I got to find me a ground and plug this one speaker that's in the dash up because it was so short. Should have lengthened it. All right, so we're going to pause it just a second. All right, so we're just shoved her in. We got all of our speakers wired up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. When it's shut, you don't know it's there. Let's try it out. Should have power. Now the next step is we're going to fix us a console. So we'll do that. All right. So what we've done is I took some measurements to see about how high I want this off the floor, about how far we want to go forward. I'm thinking maybe 12-inch right there. I'm going to angle it down towards the transmission tunnel, but for the most part, there's right there would be 12 inches. This transmission hump, if you can see these steps in it right here at my finger, here's one on this side, one on this side. So what I think I'll do is maybe take that, maybe 12 inches is about what it measures there, and the back is right at 12. Now I want it setting on that there. I don't think I want to put it off of that. Maybe offset it a little bit. Don't want to get it too wide. That'd be putting it about almost 14 inches. So I'm gonna try 12 wide. Say 11 wide overall. And that would set good there. And then, let's see, I'm gonna touch the seat as a reference point there. 12 to the front, and then as I get up there, I'll angle it down because I can't block my heater duct right there for the floor vent. So I'm going to use this seat as a reference right there. I'm not going to get it real tight, but it's 12. I'm going to say 12 inches long right there. And then when I get up here, what I want to do is just kind of angle it down like that to keep from hitting the heater duct. I think that was in the previous one. Now what I've done is I've took those measurements. I figure made me a template off camera, and I'll slide it on this side so you can see it a little better. But that's 8 inches high. It's 12 inches to there, and then I don't know what it was right there, but that'll be our side template. Now the shifters kind of moved over to the driver's side a little bit, so when we get it over here, it'll sit right there. And you know, I may have room for me a cup holder or something right there. After we get it done, we'll see what it looks like, and then we can put the speaker right there, and that'll solve the dilemma of putting the speaker somewhere. All right, let's cut us some, I think probably plywood out. All right, let's go. Got us a template for the console. This is the side. We're going 12 inches, as you can see right here. We're 8 inches high. We're gonna slope it down the front. This here will go against the transmission tunnel. This will set against the floor. We're gonna cut out for speakers. So, what I've done, already cut it out with a jigsaw, right there. Sides, top, cut out for the shifter. 10 by 12 here. It's 1/2 inch plywood. I'm gonna set that inside, and it's gonna be 11 inches wide when we get done. Drilled a few holes to keep it from splitting the wood. That's why you see that there going in pretty easy. I didn't have anything heavier. It's 1/2 inch plywood. It's just almost too narrow, too thin to do that, just because of so got that. Now what I've done on the front here, I cut this down at an angle because it's going in like this. If I hadn't done that, it'd been a really big gap in that joint. So what I've done, I just took a sander and grinder and ground that off. There it is. Now what I want to do is I'm going to try to cover this in vinyl. Alright guys, I've got the console here out of the truck. I'm going to put some foam on this. I'm going to cover it with some vinyl that I've sewed together to make a cover for this. So the foam, I'm just going to put 1/4 inch foam in it to give it a little bit of depth when the vinyl goes on it. I'm going to cut it out to match the sides here. And I got this piece. I'm going to mark this piece there and trim that off. So what we'll do, I'll glue this down. We got some Weldwood contact cement. Used this several times. We'll just spray this. I'll show you. Got this fit right here, basically roughed in. We'll glue it down. So here we go. So what I do is I glue both sides. Glue the wood. Make sure I've got the right side there. You can see that? A little bit of glue there. Okay. See how the glue's kind of piled up? What I do is just kind of mash it down. Right there. Then I let it tack up. You see what we're doing? So it'll take it a few minutes. We'll be right back with you. We've got that glued down right there. We're just, all I'm doing is covering this. Same thing. I'm gonna knock your dust off of it if you got any dust. Soak it down. Soak this down. Lay it on there. Just like that. Now that'll stick. But what I do is give it a time, just a tack, that's all. Don't take but a couple minutes. The warmer the weather, of course, temperature wise, the quicker it works. When you stick it, once it gets to that point, I mean it's stuck. If you try to tear that off, you'll tear your sponge or foam or whatever you're using. Allow a little bit there to where the piece I've got. Alright, this is just some vinyl ahead. Try to make it so it's a cover for the box. Got the foam on it. I hope this works. I have not tried it. So, you're going to get the first view here. Might have to. Don't think I'm no upholsterer because this is the only second time I've ever sewn anything. Just trying. See if I've got it lined up a little bit. Could have made it just a little bit longer. So there's what we've got. Got to cut out for the shifter. Got to cut out for the speakers. We'll turn it up in here and just cut them out. tabs will fold back under like this. Tack them on the inside. I'll do this one and let you see what I'm talking about. Now when you do this, if you decide to try to make you one of these and you foam it, don't get your foam down in that hole, because you're closing your hole up, which just all you gotta do is take it back out and trim it. So I cut it out just a little bit. And then this excess, you can come in here and just trim it off. Just like that. So there's one side. Let's see if this will fit. Hopefully. We can close the hole up. There you go. Then we'll screw in, put our cover on it. Okay. Be right back with you. Let me get the rest of it. There's one. All right, guys, there we go. Finished project. Put screws in it, and we're done. That's what she's gonna look like. Thanks for watching.